Nation, aho, Navajo. I'm trying to give him the mic. Right on, let's get that wire. You gotta let the mic up.
Leaders to today's our day here at this camp. We're going to stay here at this camp here around the sacred fire because we're asking people from all over the world to pray with us, and today is for peace and non-violence, so we want to keep it that way. So I'd like to say that and we're going to do some introductions. So
thank you. I'd also like to again thank each and every one of you for being here. I know we choose to be here, and in a good heart way, I'm glad to see everyone. As of our meetings of the last day for the Interfaith Clergy, you chose some representatives to come introduce the groups that you arrived from. If you could make your way, and some of the people could let them get in here. Karen, I know you're out there, and a few others. We also have Cornel West, I invite you to come forward, and Charlie Soap, I know you're out there too. If you can come up, we'd like to have you introduce yourselves and to the camp itself. So of the interfaith group of the clergy who were in the meeting in the last couple of days, we invite you to come forward now so we can get introduced for what groups you came for and your introduction for being here today on this prayerful day, on this day of peace. And again, as was just said, originally it was our idea to move to the barricade, but we're not going to do that. We're going to stay here and make a large prayer circle, interfaith prayer circle. So that will be after all the introductions, and we have a chance to get to start the rest of the day.
My name is Charlie Soap, and I'm honored to be here and to see many people from around many states and around the globe to be here to support the people here at Standing Rock. This is not only about supporting people here at Standing Rock, but it's supporting your own country, your own people. Water is such a critical issue, and it is in such a way that there's so much contamination. And it seems like a lot of corporate people don't care about it. It causes a lot of sickness, as we know, cancer and all the other liver problems, or all the things that we have to battle with our families. And this is something that we're taking a stand for, something that we believe in, that water is sacred, that water is life, and we want to keep it pure. Again, this is a planet that belongs to the Creator, and it belongs to us, it belongs to you. We have a responsibility to do what's right for our planet, for the Creator, for the Great Spirit, and for our family, for our children. Sometimes I think people just say words when they say we want to leave this a better place when we leave. And sometimes it's hard to believe. It seems like it's getting worse because of pollution and the contaminations of our water. Not only that, but the land that's been just clear cutting and all this that's creating problems for our soul. So again, I just want to say thank you for coming out, supporting our group and the leaders of this camp, and all the leaders that have come, the veterans that have come to protect our land. And I know that a lot of times we as veterans, we say that, I've been asked, how come you fight? How come you go to the military when the treaties have been broken and they don't honor your land, your word, you treat you as a native person, and you still go serve? And I said, people always say, the elders say, we sign treaties, but the treaties don't mean nothing to the government or whatever. And all, I said, the treaties is probably something they say it's too old, it's no good. Well, you know what? A lot of people always believe in the Bible. The Bible is old, we believe in it. Our Creator said that, And so we also, what I want to say about that is that this land still belongs to us. The treaties are broken, but treaties really are just worthless in so many ways. I wish they would honor those treaties but they have been broken so many times that in our hearts, the land still belongs to us. It's Native people. We've been here for many years, and this is something that we cherish, it's something that we honor and respect. Much respect goes to all of you that came here and honor you for being here to support what's happening here. Again, from Oklahoma, and we only has stayed.
I am so very blessed to be here and to stand with my precious indigenous brothers and sisters here at Standing Rock. I salute Brother Chief. Salute Brother Johnny. A small part of the great legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. and Fannie Lou Hamer, Philip Barrett and Dorothy Day, Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel, and Gandhi. Those are all of the great freedom fighters who began on a spiritual note and understood the centrality of prayer as a form of remembrance. We stand on sacred land. We stand on sacred bodies under this land. Sitting Bull is just one among many. Prayer is a form of reverence, something greater than just money, profit, status, revenue, and ratings, namely human life. That's what Minnetonka is all about. That water is life. And we stand as prayer as a form of resistance. I call it revolutionary love. Because we all are here, different colors, different genders, different cultures, different sexual orientations, different nations, because we have a profound love of our priceless indigenous brothers and sisters, and because justice is what love looks like in public, we want to be on the love train and the justice train with them as they struggle against these corporate foes. And I call them foes, not enemies, because they're human beings too. They're just too greedy. They're just too short-sighted. They're just too narrow in their spirits and cannot embrace the land and the people and the air, and in the end they could destroy the very planet itself. So what a blessing to be here, and let us never forget the empowerment that we have received. This is a life-transforming event. This is a historical uprising that goes back 520-some years when World War I began against our indigenous brothers and sisters, and it is still going on this very moment. And the measure of American civilization, of the United States, is always going to be, how are they treating the least of these, the most vulnerable? And that begins with our indigenous brothers and sisters. Oh, yeah. Don't let anybody tell you that the original sin of the United States was the enslavement of black people. That was the second one. The first one was the mistreatment and the dispossession of land and bodies and murder and mayhem of indigenous brothers and sisters. And that's what brings us together, our commitment to unarmed truth. And the condition of truth is always to allow suffering to speak, and our commitment to unconditional love. And that love is always connected to a hatred of injustice. God bless you.
We just arrived from Chicago Nation, the Rosebud Sioux tribe, with our veterans and our warriors. And to be able to come here in a good way and pray. You know, we need our warriors. They've been out in those forefront, out in the battlefields, and experienced a lot. But today we come in a good way. We come with prayer, and we show ourselves in a good way. And so I'm really honored and proud of all the veterans that are gathering at this site. And we're going to do everything that we can to help our people. And we will overcome what is before us through the might of all of you that are here today. We're going to make a difference in this country and in its world. But we need to acknowledge these warriors, especially the staff carriers, the flag carriers, and all the warriors that come before us. We want to honor them, respect them, show them, thank them for all they have done for us. And they're going to continue to do that for us. And so I'm proud to come in with our warriors from Chichango country, the Rosebud Sioux tribe. Wokula Tonka, thank you.
Oh, welcome.
Man, without the help of so many people, this wouldn't have happened. I want to give a huge shout out to Shailene Woodley. Man, I appreciate everything everybody's done here. You know, without the help of the people that came along in the very beginning to show a little light on what was going on here.
Plates over here.
Man, we had to get some attention.
We got elder plates.
Man, it's a beautiful time right here in Ocheti Shakoni.
Food for the elders, excuse me.
All right,
Food
make a
for
hole. Then we
elders.
need
Food for elders. Corps of Engineers have denied our permit. It's a beautiful day. Ho-ho. Man, this is the greatest history in the making, and you guys made it possible. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here, all those hard times, and I'd like to thank all the people that stood and sacrificed themselves in the front lines, and we are very thankful. As the elders always said, that we're spiritual leaders, we're peaceful people, and we believe in prayer. We have come this far, and all those meetings with all the people, not only is it Ocheti Shakoni, but all the leaders, all the 38, over 300 flags that stood here.